because nobody gets it, but after the fact, if you go back and watch it, you're going to get to see. So this is like impromptu because we weren't planning this today, but I was out. It's very nice out. It's been so cold and windy and just miserable out that today was like, it's like heaven out here. So I wanted to jump on and say hi to everybody. 2026, lots of exciting things happening with Coalcracker this coming year. So I thought it'll be super fun to get on here and talk to some of you, answer some questions today, tell you what's been going on. So that's what we're going to do. So I have to ramble for a little bit till we get some people on here and start saying hi. So we have some people from the UK and everything else jumping on. So pretty cool. What's Coalcracker been up to? So you noticed over December we cut back a little bit on content. We were still sending out emails and posting some stuff, but we were very busy at the shop. So thank all of you for supporting us and buying some of the products and all that good stuff. It was super fun, and I really enjoy all that stuff. I like making new products and developing new products, so that's what we've been doing. And our classes really ramp up from the end of the summer into November, so it was super busy. It was a super busy schedule, so a short break from everything and just spending time at the shop and being able to drink some extra brewskis at night and enjoy myself, that was super fun. So yeah, so what we're going to do here, if you want to ask any questions, feel free, ask them. I'll try to scroll through while I do this. It's always hard by yourself to do these lives because I'm constantly down, up, but we'll go through the questions if you have any, and we will have a good time with it overall. So I know it's like the middle of the day. A lot of people are working, but this is like my workshop number 2. We have the shop, and then we have this, and it's absolutely great. So yeah, so let's a lot of UK people. You're totally same. No, what time is it over there in the UK? Somebody tell me from the UK what time it is for you, because right now it's 1:06 in the afternoon here. So everybody's just getting done eating lunch and stuff. But yeah, that's it. So I was shooting some content and just hanging out in the woods today. But that's it. But plan for content. Waiting for some people to jump on here. Plan for content moving forward. Definitely hit notifications, as you probably already did. That's how you know we're live. But notifications, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And then we're going to be doing more shorts, because I think that a lot of the videos that I've done in the past, we can even condense them a little bit more for a lot of reference and things like that. Plus, we're going to do still our long format. But if there's stuff that everybody wants to see, please leave it in the comments, because we're always looking for new content and stuff to do. I know we're going to bring the podcast back. I always blame my wife for that. We call her the fake CEO, because she pretends she's in charge, but I'm really the one that's in charge. So we blame the fake CEO for not having hair and makeup done, and then she says she can't film. So I could film no matter what. It doesn't matter. I just throw a hoodie and a beanie on, and I'm good to go. So podcasts will be coming back. I know the instructors all wanted to be on the podcast. I told them they have to get better looking before they're allowed on the podcast. So I think they've been working on that through December. So that's all going to be coming. And I know they had some trips that they wanted to go on. We have, so Mike and Sergio and Chuck, they all have enduro bikes. So they wanted to go on a motorcycle trip. I'm not buying a bike that can ride on the road, because I'll probably die. But I have secured 2 e-bikes, so fully electric. I know. Some people, it eats them to the. These things are pretty badass. They're called Suron bikes. You're going to see them in an upcoming video. I'm waiting for one that I bought to actually get here. It should be here sometime this week. So we're going to camo that bad boy up, and then we're going to take it out in the woods. So we're going to film some of that and some of those trips this year coming up. We are also going, myself, my wife, and all the instructors are going to SHOT Show 2026 in Vegas. So that's going to be a very interesting time for all of us, for sure. So yeah, so we got lots of good stuff, lots of new products coming out, and then we might have some new stuff at the shop also happening, which will keep you updated with that. So I'm going to scroll back now, so you have to, I'm apologizing ahead of time because I'm going to be looking down. I know people are going to be asking. So everybody said hi, hello, thanks for reaching out. So it's like 6 o'clock in the UK, pretty cool. So you're all home from work and everything already. Let's see. Yeah, so people saying they love the camp projects. Listen, one of the big things with the camp projects that myself and the instructors have been talking about a lot is we really try to gear the projects that we're doing to you, that you can do it at home, even if you have just a small backyard, or you can just go to a state park and do these things without having to kill a lot of trees, chop a lot of stuff down, or not chop anything down if you're in any kind of public land. And you can just use down lumber that you find places on hiking trails, off the trail. And for example, like where I'm sitting, there's 2 huge trees that just fell, so breaking branches off that to use for these projects is absolutely perfect. So we try to gear a lot of our stuff towards that, so I'm happy all of you really enjoy that and like it. All right, let's see what else we got. So we got just a lot, we got some Canada people jumping on there. I think a lot of people are at work, getting a lot of highs. But questions, guys, ask questions, girls ask questions if you're on there. I got to pick definitely better times to do my live feed, but I thought while we're on here, and while we're out here, might as well jump on and have a good time with it. My favorite project to do when the sun goes down, when I'm camping in the winter, I like you put camping in winter because generally in the summer it's like 9:30 at night and you're like, is the sun ever going to go down? So wintertime, I honestly like to usually cook after the sun goes down, and then I like to do tool maintenance. That's one of my favorite things, is to sit around, sharpen my knives, have a couple beers after I'm done the knives, and then that's usually pretty much it. I like to sit around with the guys and talk, especially if it's like cabin life camping. We just have a good time in there, just shooting the stuff. And I would say that's it. Probably in the past, a lot of sewing projects I would do in the past, but I do that pretty much, if I'm not out here, I'm at the shop. So a lot of sewing at the shop, so I don't do as much out here anymore. But I did a lot of sewing projects because it was just get the campfire going, hang out in the shelter, sew, and get my tools ready for the next day. So that was always really fun there. What is the best time for bushcraft overnighter for you? I'm assuming that you're asking what time of the year. Probably the fall is my favorite. I like when it's cool enough to have a campfire, but it's not so cold that you have to rely on a fire all night. So that's one thing. When it comes to that, I would say probably the fall time is my favorite, or early spring, like once all the snow is melted and it's like comfortable to be out, but it's still cool at night. That's like, it's the best. Now I do like camping in the snow, but as where did I put this or post this? That I love a good sleeping bag. Like, I will admit that like one of my favorite things is when it's super cold out and I'm out all day and I'm just chilled to the bone. Even with that campfire going and you're sort of warmed up by it, but when it's so cold that you're like warm on this side from the campfire and that backside is just freezing, like those days, like when I go and I crawl in my lean-to and the sleeping bag's there and I have a nice ground mat or a debris bed and I just nestle up, I love it. There's just something about it. I don't know. That is, it's one of my favorite things. All right, what else we got going on here? Let's see. Where do you purchase pure wool socks from? So we actually sell pure wool socks. They don't even have elastic. They're knitted a little bit tighter of a weave up towards the ankle area. Some people like that, some don't. So we have heavy wool socks. You would probably, if you're gonna wear our socks, you might have to size up. I mean, they are a heavy sock, but you can squeeze them in depending on how your boot fits. Otherwise, I mean, it's tough to find just pure wool because most of the time they're putting elastic and stuff in because people don't like when they stretch out. So when I say that, people say, well, what about your socks? Like, they don't stretch? The tops do stretch over time. So I just wash mine as normal. I don't do anything special with it. I throw them in a washing machine, I dry them. They are going to shrink back up a little bit, and then they seem to hold up really well. I mean, I have pairs that we've been for years and they still work really, really well. So that's what I could say about the wool socks. Somebody's like, no one likes camping in the snow. Listen, it's fun, but it's not the most ideal, right? It's miserable. It's cold. You're wet. Like, I was just out shooting videos and my knees are all wet from doing stuff and the ground sucks and I was making fires and it's getting wet and muddy all around. So all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we do ship to Canada. Unfortunately, international shipping is just a pain in the butt, and it's out of our control. People email us often complaining about it, and it's not us, like the shipping carriers. So you can get live rates and go from there with it. But yeah, we do ship a good amount to Canada.